people.
Quiet on set.
I'm Tanya Jacqui, and I'm the founder and executive director of the Hollywood Black Film Festival.
My name is Jacqueline Blaylock, and I'm the director of programming for the Hollywood Black Film Festival.
Because I'm a journalist and a TV commentator, so I always end up being called, when there's an issue, because they know that I will speak my mind. I'm the radical black woman that's always talking about something.
As the director of programming, my job is to actually screen the films, select them, and then programming for the festival. We have something for everybody. We have documentaries, we have short films, we have features.
It's a black Sundance. It's a place where you can come to see independent black films by veteran and aspiring black filmmakers. It's a place where you can meet writers, directors, producers, and it really is a creative hub for African Americans in the entertainment industry.
I look at hundreds of films over the course of the selection process. We may get 200 or 300 submissions a year, and then my job is to go in with the screening committee and basically look at all of the films, screen them, select them, and then set up the programming schedule.
80% of our films get picked up, our features, every year. So we have a really high success rate. In terms of us being different from black film festivals, it's because we have a Hollywood connection. Most of the studios and the production executives come to our festival specifically looking to buy film. So that's probably the biggest difference, is that we have a lot of access to the buyers in the industry, and they come to our festival. We're in their backyard.
It is a festival that is in the backyard of Hollywood. And one of our prime objectives is to find new talent and help foster the careers of emerging and established artists as well.
We screen on average about 75 films a year, 75 to 80 films, so 6 years, close to 500 films. And that includes features, shorts, documentaries, animation, student projects as well.
We have some wonderful student films. These are definitely filmmakers to watch. And one of the things that I think a lot of people enjoy seeing are filmmakers in the early cusp of their career.
No, I was here first.
To watch them develop and grow as filmmakers and as storytellers.
Excuse me. See, I don't know what this means, but I know what this means.
This is our 6th year. It started in 1999 was our first year. We actually started it at USC. It was the first time USC allowed an outside film festival to come on campus. And we screened there, and we screened at a local theater, and we ran out of space after our first year, so we moved to Culver City. We ran out of space in Culver City. We booked up all the hotels, and so we now are permanently in Hollywood, where there's lots of hotel space, lots of clubs, lots of screening rooms, and that's basically our home. And Hollywood Black Film Festival says it all. We should be in Hollywood.
My advice to filmmakers is always to start with the story first that you want to tell. So, the general ideas, of course, is that if it's a comedy, you want it to be funny. If it's a drama, you want it to be compelling. If it's a mystery or a thriller, you want it to be engaging. It really comes down to the basics of making sure that you connect with the audience on a real and meaningful level, that they are engaged in the storytelling, and that it's a compelling story that people want to see.
We do about 30 different panels and workshops covering everything from directing to writing to producing and acting. This year we have our first actors track. We have an entire day of panels just for actors. We have a pitch-a-thon, which is very popular because you actually get a chance to pitch your script to acquisitions, development, and distribution people. A job fair and industry marketplace this year, where we'll have human resources executives and recruiters that will be there looking for people in all different levels of the industry, whether it's secretary or a bookkeeper or an attorney. And the marketplace is a place where industry vendors and service people will be able to connect people with the services that they need. And many of them are our sponsors, so they already support filmmakers, and they already specifically are interested in marketing towards black filmmakers, which is really important.
Every year, different themes emerge. I have noticed a little more spirituality in some of the films, more faith-based films. They may not necessarily be stories that your particular story, but there's a commonality that I think we can all identify with. You know, there are universal themes such as love, acceptance, family, a journey in search for yourself, your identity, who you are. But I think one of the things that is unique about the festival is that these are images of ourselves. These are people that we see. These are our mothers, these are our fathers, these are our sons, our daughters. And so they resonate across gender boundaries, ethnic boundaries, that resonate with everybody. You know what, I'm really proud of the ratio of films that we have that have actually found an afterlife to the festival, not just the features, but the short films as well. So if you're looking at a ratio, the percentage is probably maybe about 15 or 20%, which is significant when you look at the afterlife of films that screen on the festival circuit. We're talking about theatrical distribution, we're talking about cable distribution, we're talking about films that go directly to home video. That's a significant afterlife for especially for short films. So there is definitely a market, and I think the film festival is key to helping to find some of that product that otherwise may not make it to that market.
Then we have parties every night. Every night there's a party, of course, different venues throughout LA. And we have a big celebrity-studded opening night at the Harmony Gold and a closing night.
And it becomes an entire cultural event, not just for film aficionados, but people that love storytelling, people that love to see images of themselves, people that love to see stories that they may not otherwise see in Hollywood.
I'm a hot cup of coffee, and as you can see, I've got the cream. So bring me some sugar and stir, stir, stir.
We don't want to see the same stories. We've seen the shoot 'em ups, we've seen the films that talk about the urban environment, but there are other images and there are other stories and there are other films that are out there that speak to us as human beings that if we don't come out to events like the film festival, we may not otherwise get a chance to see.
It really is perfect the way it is. The only thing we need is more money. I mean, really, that's it. I mean, we've got all the goods. You know, we've got great films, great storytellers, great panels and workshops. Last year we had John Singleton. We screened Too Fast, Too Furious. He came down and did a talk. You know, we've screened The Hurricane. We've screened some big studio films. The studios will often use us as a platform just to get more notice for their films. So we'll screen their films. You know, we've had probably every major writer, director, producer that you can think of has been there, that's sat on panels and workshops. We couldn't ask for anything better except for more sponsors, more advertisers, and I mean, that's always a challenge. You know, that's what we're always looking for, but I'm really happy with the way that it's gone and where we are right now, and it's just moving forward. That's it? All that makeup just for that?
It's Hollywood.
Okay.